Do you hate cold calling? I'm going to show you how I made my first $1 million without ever making one single cold call. But guys, before I do that, do me a favor, make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share this video with someone who wants to learn the truth about wholesaling. So, are you opposed to cold calling like Rick is? I hate it. I hate when I get them. I hate doing them. And I'm not saying it doesn't work, but there's so many pressures on TCPA laws and all this other stuff. Let's go over ways that you can actually get great wholesale deals without ever picking up and making one cold call. So the first thing is, we have to find a way to find motivated sellers without dialing thousands and thousands of numbers, probably while you're watching it. I'm going to show you how to use government lists and driving for dollars. And we are going to leverage other sources like texting, AI, and XLeads to make it more efficient. And we're going to build a real wholesaling business going in 2026 because there's so much pressure on cold calling and I don't want anyone to get sued. So it's true. I made my first $1 million without ever making one cold call. It didn't mean I didn't market to a lot of people. It just means I avoided that strategy, honestly, because I had a fear for it. But let's find ways we can do it. Because remember, marketing is the #1 skill set of all wholesalers. And if you don't learn it, you're going to go out of business quick. That's why wholesaling, if you don't master marketing first, which is the first thing we teach at freewholesaling.com, it's going to be a struggle. And guys, I always teach you the acronym ODN, off market, direct to seller that needs to sell. And guys, keep in mind, the N is the most important part, needs to sell. Now, of those three, which is the perfect avatar for any type of motivated seller, I want to get 2 out of the 3. If you get 3, it's like a unicorn, take it down. But the most important part is they need to sell. What's the opposite? That's somebody who wants to sell. They need to go see a realtor. And we want to avoid those people like the plague. So what is a motivated seller? Anyone who has a potential problem that would force them to make a decision to sell the house because it's become such a problem. Vacant houses. Vacant houses are only good for super rich people that own multiple houses. When a house is vacant, you're not enjoying it, you have expenses with it, or you're not getting income on a property. Either one of them is detrimental. Probates and inherited properties, these are problematic ones because there's a lot of cost associated, a lot of fix-up. Most people just want to get their money out of it and move on with their life and get certainty. Code violations, this is when properties, they paint them purple, they boarded up the windows, the grass gets too high. Let the government list do the work for you because they're typically the most motivated. And foreclosure, any type of list pendants action where the bank or anybody for that matter is basically contesting the title of the property. And so a typical bank is going to foreclose because of the promissory note and they're going to use the mortgage as leverage. And if these people do not clear up this issue, they're going to lose the house in a foreclosure auction. So there's a real need there for the seller properties. And guys, landlords, man, I'm not a big fan of being a landlord. I am a landlord, but they've almost taken me out multiple times until I hired people to help me run them. Most landlords try to run it themselves to save money, and those are where some of the greatest opportunities in motivated sellers are going to lie. Now, one of the easiest ways, guys, is just driving for dollars, just going around looking for ugly houses. You don't need a course, just go over to freewholesaling.com. Me and my son do tons of videos on this. Just look for ugly houses. There's the course. I just saved you $5K or whatever it is. Look for overgrown grass, boarded up windows, blue tarps on the roof, and you'll be in great shape. Guys, these are great ones because you're the only one that has these lists. And if you use your eyes, that gives you visual clues to the seller's motivation. This will lead to your probates, your tax delinquencies, your evictions, your foreclosures. Honestly, this is probably the #1 thing you can do. It works in your local market, or you can hire people to do it virtually. I'd go out and get 500 addresses. Just drive different routes, look in blue collar neighborhoods. Guys, this is one of the easiest ways to get deals. And if you put me under duress and said, you need a deal this week, I would do driving for dollars #1 because it gives you a tactical advantage and you want to take care of that. The next one, reverse driving dollars, kind of the same thing, a little bit different. We're going to take our government list. I like to take the code violations, the tax delinquencies, and then I just leave a sticky note on the door. Where's the note say, Rick? Hey, got a quick question about the house. I leave my name and my phone number and I let people call. The whole idea of this is what? To create curiosity. It has a high callback ratio because if you leave a note on my door, I'm calling you because I'm curious. I don't know what you want, and curiosity kills the cat. It also takes down the motivated seller. That's why we're doing it. It's perfect for beginners. And remember, they're calling you. So they're either going to call you to chew out or call you to get help. And this gives you a deniability clause. If they're screaming at you and nasty, just get away from the door and just say, hey, my boss told me to stick this on the door. Or if they're super nice to you, go ahead and engage them. That is a wonderful, wonderful way to look at that. And guys, these are the best government lists. I will always tell you about government lists, because here's the funny thing is, you're in wholesaling in 2026 is coming back full circle. We've had every shiny object syndrome up to this point, and the fundamentals work in wholesaling. I need people that are highly motivated to sell me a house that need to sell it. How do I find them? Government lists. The reason why you don't hear about these in most courses is because they can't put these behind a paywall. Most of these lists are free, but you're going to have some resistance. Use persistence to overcome them. Probates, I did an entire video on that. Code violations, you go to your city or your county office to get those. Tax delinquencies, these are people that are behind in paying their property taxes. I like to find people at least 2 years behind. Pre-foreclosures, that means you're catching the foreclosure early. Ask for foreclosures, not pre-foreclosures. It just means the sooner you catch them, the more opportunity there is for you and the seller. Water shutoffs, which is basically if it's a public utility company, you get that information. Where there's no water, there's a problem. Typically, those people need to sell. Guys, don't forget about evictions. Once you're a landlord and you got a bad tenant, it'll put a taste in your mouth. And honestly, sometimes these people that thought real estate was passive, they learn it's actually active and it will drive them out of the business. These are mostly your mom and pop landlords that do this. Now, why do probates work? Because honestly, most people avoid them. They think they're complex. They're not. If I told you you could take a seed, plan it, and come back to $100, would you take me up on that? You would. That's all you're doing with probates. We just put more zeros behind it. We help families solve problems. We educate and we guide. There is no magic sales phrase to close somebody in a probate deal. Either they trust you and you're solving a problem and you move forward with the deal. So these are warm conversations. It typically takes 5 to 6 touches to make them work, meaning before I write a contract. And this is 100% relationship based, and you're going to have to spend time. You're going to have to be very empathetic. Don't ever overlook probates. I've made a killing doing them, and you should too. Now, digital bandit signs. This is where you go online. Instead of putting a physical bandit sign in the ground, you're going to put a digital one. It is the same concept. The idea is to get as many people in front of this sign as possible without it being taken down. So we know how to do that physically. So how do we do this electronically? Go over to freewholesaling.com. I'll show you exactly how to do it. We're going to go to Facebook, local market groups that we are already entwined with organically. You cannot spam these groups. It's the fastest way to get kicked out. And we create organic posts and we tie in our brand and what we do, which is basically us. And we use AI, we use imagery, and we create incredible engagement. And from that engagement, you can get leads. There is so much money in this. And the best part is it doesn't cost you anything to do it other than some time. The next one, text blasting. Honestly, when it comes to texting and SMS is probably the most efficient way you can contact people. You have to be careful with some legalities on it. I'm not here to stand up for legalities, but from the efficiency standpoint, honestly, it is one of the most scalable things you can do. You can reach out to thousands of people with just a click of a button. I've never seen it better. Make sure you rotate your messages up. And this is perfect for any of you guys working a full-time job, or you're a solopreneur, meaning you're working by yourself. You can reach thousands very quickly. Now, why use XLeads? Like, we created XLeads out of all the frustration of all the softwares that exist out of there. And we brought almost everything you need into one platform for wholesalers. You do your skip tracing, your comping, you do all your AI integration with your CRM follow-ups. You have your automation with your contract signing. We do e-signing in there. You can find your cash buyers in there. You get 25,000 to up to 60,000 leads a month. We fix the quantity problem. Guys, if you really want to buy your time back, look at an XLeads account. You can do a basic account starting as low as $81 a month. And keep in mind, that includes all your skip tracing. Guys, it takes hundreds of hours to do the skip tracing. Just by using XLeads, it'll buy back so much of your time and make you so much more efficient. We teach you email automations, the SMS automation. You get a dialer you can integrate in there, the A2P support. We're the only ones that actually do it, do a Zoom call for you and help you get it set up. We know how important that is. You can text as low as 1 penny per text. Pretty amazing if you think about it. Guys, this software XLeads is built for wholesalers. Before you hire an employee, I would start with XLeads and then you can move forward from there. Now, how do we use XLeads? I like to pull it niche lists. One of my favorite niche lists, I love the vacant list. You can do the tax delinquency list. You can do the foreclosure list. Now, if you want more real-time data, like you want it instant, like probates, I would suggest you get it online from your county records. That is going to be the best place. But like the vacancy list, I only pull like once a quarter. These are phenomenal lists. Me and Zach have put in the list like we use most in your business, and you can copy those and use them in our quick list filters on that. You can launch all your AI texting campaigns from there. You can track all your leads inside your CRM, meeting automations and follow-up, especially especially with AI. And guys, 70% of your deals are going to close in the follow-up. Remember, not everybody's ready to sell their property. You have to be at the right place in the right time. The days of Rolodexes and how Rick did it, when we're talking about sometimes 10, 20, 30,000 leads, you need some automations. You need AI integrated within your CRM. Now, the best list for texting, hands down, it's going to be your vacant, your high equities, your probates, the code violations, and tax delinquent owner. There is no particular order, but you want to get out as many as you humanly possibly can. Texting is probably one of the most scalable events you can do in all of wholesaling because you don't have to pay other people to do it. Now, how do we get sellers to respond? Simple texts work the best. Remember, you want to engage curiosity. You want to tell them everything you do. Quick question about your property. Would you consider an offer? Keep messages short. And remember, your job from texting is to convert them to a phone call. You're not going to close these deals via text. I don't care how young and hip you think you are. At some point, you're going to have to do it via phone. I've only done one deal via text, and it was because of a disability with a speech problem. And guys, make sure you convert them over to a phone call. Bandit signs, they still work. They still work. 18 by 24. 3 lines, guys. It's simple. Sell your house today, any condition, any situation, and your virtual phone number. One side, white, black ink, maybe blue. Buy the big Sharpie at one of the big box stores and you'll be in great shape. Put them in intersections where you can slow down, take a picture, look for other Bandit signs on. Guys, these still generate these today. And remember, when they call you, it's a form of motivation. They're either going to call you to chew you out, or a city employee is going to cheer you out, or they're going to say, listen, is this real? Do you actually buy houses? That's where you're going to take over and use the skills we teach over at freewholesaling.com. You can do JV partnerships. Why not do a JV deal with myself or Zach? Or like, we're both partners on it, but there's plenty of people. Go over to our school community. There's so many people you can meet over there. 76,000 wholesalers. And here's the cool part. You can pick what the location is. You can leverage existing buyers and split deals. Easiest way to scale, in my opinion. Now, when it comes to title companies, there's so much gold in this. You can find investor-friendly title companies. You get referrals. Often they can provide you lists. They'll tell you who the best cash buyers are, which deal just fell apart, and they do a lifetime of transactions in just 1 month. Title companies can do 15 to 100 deals a month. It adds up. They tend to know the local market better than anyone. And what better way to connect with other investors and other realtors that are investor-friendly than a title company? Property managers, they know the problematic properties. So these are typically owned by real estate brokers. They put 1 to 2 employees in charge. They manage usually, I like 500 or more rentals. And on average, about 2 to 3% of those are in really bad shape. Connect with them, let them know you'll pay their full commission, and you have access to an off-market property that needs to be sold. Yeah, we got to pay a little bit of commission, but the price will more compensated for it. This is how you create long-term relationships through basically referrals from great sources. So guys, the money's always going to be in the follow-up. Most deals happen after the fact. This is where you want to use a CRM like XLeads, and you want automation of AI built in to do your emails, your texts, all this stuff. And you have to be consistent. You have to constantly remind them that you're there to buy their property, because one day they're just like, okay, we made a decision, we're going to sell. Often it happens around the holidays. Often it happens around New Year's. Make sure you are working with this and you can actually get these deals closed. Now, the most common beginner mistakes that I come across in wholesaling, you guys are dealing with retail sellers. People want to sell. They're never going to sell your property at the discount. Don't even waste your time. You guys think you got followed up, figured out, and you're just winging it and you're doing it on top of your head. And that's the worst way to do it. You outsource your marketing or you don't market enough. If you do that, you're not going to get an ROI or return on investment. You're using the wrong list. You use these tired old lists that never work for you. Make sure you look at your KPIs to make sure that your lists are being effective. If you're working in a county and you can't get a deal and it's been like a year or two, it's probably the wrong county. You just got to move on or find out if you're getting the wrong type of data. And just honestly, most people overcomplicate wholesaling. I like to keep it simple. I think back to when I taught my son who was 16 years old how to do wholesaling. And guys, he made 100 grand pretty quick. And I learned to simplify the process. Most people in wholesaling want to talk over your head. I need to just talk right here. Honestly, if you'll just take the actions necessary to do the marketing, you'll have plenty of deals. So here's your action plan. I want you to pull 3 government lists. Go to freewholesaling.com. I'll show you the 9 different ways you can do it. You're going going to do your drive for dollars daily. I want you to target 500 by the end of the week. So you want to chomp that up and try to get 100 a day or 75 if you're going to do weekends. Go ahead and launch a texting campaign. You're not going to die from it, I promise you. And start talking to motivated sellers. Have conversations. Conversations lead to opportunities. Opportunities lead to appointments. Appointment leads to deals. Follow up every week. And just because they're not ready to sell right now, that's okay. 7 out of 10 are going to wind up being that way. You have to remember that. Don't give up. And stay consistent for 90 days. Your result in wholesaling will be based on how consistent you show up every day to market. So final message, guys, you don't need to do cold calling one. Rick did this without any type of cold calling my first 15 years. Yes, I did institute cold calling. I hired people. You guys know the story. I brought in my son, one of the craziest cold callers I've ever met. We ran an entire department and we ran with it, made a ton of money, but sometimes time changed. The volume in cold calling is not nearly as effective as it was as 10 years ago as it was. Marketing and consistency wins. That's what you want to do. And XLeads, this is going to help you scale without the burden of paying an employee and dealing with all that training and stuff like that. We have to scale your business. We got to get deals in your pipeline. And then that will lead to the next step of you hiring employees to help you grow your business. And you guys got to focus on motivated sellers. Off-market, direct to seller that needs to sell. Needs to sell is the most important thing you have to understand. And take action. Stop studying this. Turn the dang computer off right now and get to work, because that next deal is not going to be sitting in your driveway. You're going to have to go out and get it. So guys, let me know in the notes if you're going to take the necessary steps that I just presented to you, that I've done in my business without doing the cold calling. Dude, I fully admit it. I hate cold calling. I hate it. I don't like when people call me. I don't like the press on my employees, but I'm not going to lie to you. It does make money. But if you're opposed to it and you don't want to do it, you can easily make it work without it. I've given you plenty of ideas. Let me know in the comments which of these actions you're going to take. And as usual, if you got value from this, do me a favor. Make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share this video with someone who wants to learn the truth about wholesaling. This is Rick Ginn. I'll see you guys in the next video.